You know, Hitler wanted to be an artist. At 18, he took his entire inheritance, 700 kronen, and moved to Vienna to live and study. He applied to the Academy of Fine Arts and later to the School of Architecture. Ever see one of his paintings? Neither have I. Resistance beat him. Call it an overstatement, but I'll say it anyways. It was easier for Hitler to start World War II than it was for him to face a blank canvas. Written in the book, I'll put it on the screen, by Pressfield. It's a great read, you should check it out. But yes, in today's video, we are going to talk a little bit more about this topic known as resistance. For me, there's such thing as good resistance and another thing as bad resistance. It's not just black and white. It's not just, oh, no resistance is the pride and joy of life, and that's what we should all be aiming for. I think the reality is, without resistance, we would all die, right? Because being alive is resisting our death somehow. Easiest choice without any resistance would literally be to die. So I'm just trying to say that resistance actually protects you. Let's say maybe you resist going to college for a degree that you do not care about, for, let's say it's economics, just something that you couldn't care less about. It has no passion for you. It's not something you want to do. Your parents want you to go or something, and you resist going to college for economics, but instead you study creative writing or painting or whatever. That is a good form of resistance, because that resistance there was protecting you from going after something that you truthfully didn't really care about. On my YouTube channel though, I give a lot of advice, like this motivational advice to go out and to talk to women and this type of thing, but I need to make something abundantly clear. When I am motivating you guys to actually live and actually take a chance at life and take a chance on yourself, I'm not just asking you to overcome the resistance of approaching a woman. In fact, that's the last thing I'm asking of you. I'm asking you to overcome your resistance of not facing your own pain and of not being vulnerable with one other person like me. I have a coaching link below, or a therapist, or this or that, just one other person. I'm asking you to not resist exploring your own pain and exploring your own psyche. This is so much deeper than just approaching women. This has nothing to do with approaching women. The reason why your dating life isn't going well isn't because you haven't approached enough women. It's because there's deep resistance within you in order to be loved. People on my YouTube channel will hate in the comments, but what I'm trying to do to the best of my abilities is I'm trying to guide you, to walk you through the forest of pain, to explore your different parts, your different emotions. I'm trying to guide you to do this so you don't give up on love, so that at the end of that road, you meet that romantic partner that was meant for you. But there is no doing this until you first face your internal pain. It's not just as simple as approaching women, and it never has been. And I just want to make that abundantly clear. I'm not trying to preach that type of advice on this here YouTube channel. When I had my eating disorder that I talk a lot about on this YouTube channel, I need you guys to know it wasn't some cute, quirky, oh, I'm a white girl and I have a little eating disorder and I throw up a Cheerio whenever I feel like it. It's not what it was, okay? That's not what it was. I, for 8 years of my life, for nearly a decade, spent time torturing myself to avoid the pain. I stayed in resistance, and I stayed with this eating disorder to avoid the pain of emotionally attaching to other people, to avoid the pain of social interaction, because social interaction with one other human person brought out such unknown black clouds of pain inside of me that I would just retreat and spend time alone with this eating disorder for months and weeks on end, because that to me that form of resistance was actually much better than actually meeting people, greeting people, and forming connection. And that is because for a lot of my life, the connections that I formed didn't meet my needs emotionally. Since you were a kid watching this YouTube channel, unless you can admit the fact that your needs were not met emotionally when you were a kid, unless you can get that, you'll never understand why you're alone. With the Eight of Torches coming through in the reverse, this is a reminder that all of this, all of what we're doing and talking about is a slow process. It's overcoming resistance one thing at a time, one day at a time. With the Three of Books card coming through and the Change card, this is inviting you to seek out knowledge that would help you overcome this resistance to love, this resistance to connection. This is about signaling a pathway where your life and the cycles that you're stuck in can change. But this can never happen if we stay stuck in a place of resistance. And if we look at the world as something that's fallen from something broken, right? Like one day back in the day, it was all white light, perfect energy, and then humanity fell and everything stinks now. There's a need for you to expand your mind, expand your creativity. Don't just overcome the resistance of talking to women, or even the resistance of getting a therapist or clicking my coaching link. Overcome the resistance of being an artist. Let yourself express your pain in a deep, vulnerable, and nuanced way. That is what will inspire you to dream again. This is your calling to look beyond just women and to find the artist within your own soul. And with that being said, I will see you guys in a future YouTube video.